Hi, I'm Steve Affron with Scion Systems. I'm a development manager for U.S. operations, and I'd like to take several minutes to introduce you to Active Directory Self-Service, just one of several products in our suite of identity management solutions. One of the biggest challenges and maintenance costs companies incur in IT infrastructure is maintaining the demographic information of its employees and performing resets of locked user accounts and resetting forgotten passwords. While these are all tasks that employees in the company could easily manage if they had the proper tools, most companies perform these tasks with resources from the IT help desk or human resources, making the process to update and maintain employee information slow and expensive. By empowering employees with the ability to directly update their own information in Active Directory and providing a secure way for employees to clearly identify themselves for resetting forgotten passwords and unlocking locked user accounts, companies save money by reducing the time necessary to complete these tasks and eliminating a middle tier of unnecessary staff. This frees IT help desk and human resources staff to focus their time and energy on more important matters that necessarily need the intervention of those particular staff resources. Active Directory Self-Service is the policy-based solution that empowers employees with all the abilities mentioned above. What does it mean to be policy-based? It simply means that the administrator of Active Directory Self-Service gets to set the policies around who can update what information. So for instance, maybe you want employees to be able to update only their address and phone numbers, but not their names or email addresses. But managers can have the ability to update their employees' names and email addresses. Or perhaps the administrator wants to set policies that users are allowed to reset their own passwords, but managers have to be the ones to unlock a user's account. All the different types of scenarios become virtually endless, but the point is that the application is policy-based, making all the security policies of Active Directory Self-Service fully configurable by the administrator to conform with company security policy. So, let's take a look at the application in action. Because Active Directory Self-Service is web-based, the application can be accessed from anywhere in the enterprise using a standard internet browser. When the application first comes up, you'll notice that there is an admin tab and a user tab. The user tab is used by users and managers to log in, whereas the admin tab is used for the system administrator to log in to set policies. We're going to simulate logging in as a user using regular Active Directory credentials. Active Directory Self-Service first recognizes that this user has not been enrolled in self-service yet, so it gives this user an opportunity to select a couple of questions and provide answers that are unique to this user for the enrollment process. These questions and answers will be used later toward the end of this demo to help reset a forgotten password. Once the user is enrolled, the default screen he or she comes to is the self-update screen. On the self-update screen, you see several different tabs of all the information that the user could update for his or her profile in Active Directory. The ability to edit any one of these fields was previously set by an administrator, and you will see that a little bit later in this demo as well. If this user happens to be a manager, the manager is able to see all employees that report under that chain and can change any of the attributes that the administrator has indicated are changeable by a manager. In addition to the manager-based search, a manager can also do a permission-based search. Now, in permission-based search, you can see there are a number of different attributes that can be selected. Active Directory self-service also allows users to auto-configure their Outlook email client for various types of access. And of course, as you would expect, Active Directory self-service allows you to change your password in the Active Directory. What's interesting to note, though, is the password property. This is where we use a policy to determine the complexity of passwords that can be entered. And then, for those who use mobile devices, we're able to wipe those devices should they be lost or stolen from Active Directory self-service. Now, for the administrative login, we have to use administrator credentials. And when we log in, the first screen that we come to is a dashboard. This is an overview of what the state of our Active Directory looks like at any point in time. We can look at user policy settings and control the ability for people to reset passwords or to unlock accounts. And this is the area where the administrator can determine which attributes in Active Directory a user can update for his or herself. The self-update settings for Psion Group is where we control the ability of a manager to set specific attributes or change attributes for the users or employees that report to him. Under General Settings, we're able to change the password, set the SMTP server settings so that Active Directory self-service can send email for such as reports out to the administrator. And we can even customize the application by putting your company logo on the front page. For domain settings, we're able to define multiple domains, and users can log into multiple domains, as well as the Microsoft Cloud, BPOS, which will later be rebranded Office 365 later this year. Active Directory self-service provides a number of different reports on both Active Directory as well as audit reports to show what events and activities have been occurring in Active Directory self-service. We can also see what users have enrolled, and this is where we can control the security questions. We can add additional questions or remove questions, and we can also change various settings about the answers that are provided or how many questions are needed. And we can also unenroll or deregister users from Active Directory self-service. We can also schedule reports to automatically be generated and sent out, and for users to automatically have locked accounts reset on a daily, weekly, or monthly schedule. This is an example, setting a daily schedule at 7 a.m. to reset locked out users. And of course, we can go back to the dashboard at any time to see the total state of Active Directory. So now that we have a user who previously enrolled he's now registered with security questions, we can say we want to reset the password for this user. Active Directory Self-Service finds his questions and requires an exact case-sensitive match for the answers that user previously gave. A CAPTCHA is also required to prevent any automated systems or scripts from being able to reset a person's password or unlock accounts. And additionally, if we attempt to unlock the account for a user whose account is unlocked, the system is able to detect that. Thank you for taking the time to look at Active Directory Self-Service. For further information about this product or other identity management solutions by Psion Systems, please contact us by phone, email, or just download a trial version of our software and test it in your own enterprise environment. We look forward to answering your questions and helping reduce the support cost of your IT help desk and human resources staff. Thank you for taking the time to look at Active Directory Self-Service.